Welcome back everyone to Hearts of Iron 4 playing as United Kingdom. I was going to say Japan there, but it would be incredibly wrong to do that. Even though, as I've said previously, what is really the biggest difference between United Kingdom and Japan? I mean, they're both on islands. Anyway, enough with bad jokes or whatever. We have work to do. A lot of work to do. Work. We are still having our deficit in infantry equipment, but we are rapidly decreasing that, thankfully. So we're producing quite a bit, but that will change every time. Every time we improve our infantry equipment, that will change. Yeah, I got a free dockyard. Where are these even coming from? Am I building them? Am I not aware that they're being built? Wait, there's a lot of them, in fact. Wait, am I really building them? No, I'm not. So where are you mysterious naval dockyards appearing from? Can these build by themselves? Because that would be interesting. 2 naval dockyards in the same place. Interesting. Maybe it's from the rearmament of sorts. Oh, this was civilian factory. Oh, whatever. It doesn't really matter. There's another free dockyard. Oh yeah, it's because I'm done building stuff. Oh yeah. Suddenly it came down in my head what the hell was happening. In fact, now we are almost having a bit too many. Not even sure what to put everything. Well, we can modify the government and we can select the national focus. So we will do just that. Mediterranean battling we will do sooner or later, but maybe we should go for fortify East Asia. Home defense. Fortify East Asia. Let's go with that. Free military factories. A bit more. Let's go there and improve our infantry equipment production once again. And then after that, we will get into building more hurricanes. And we will also... Let's see. This will be done soon. And this will be done soon. And as well with these. So we can switch out the production of airplanes after that. And we can do a lot when it comes to switching out that production. So material designer, infantry equipment, whatever, artillery, maybe infantry equipment. But industrial concerns, BP. Why is it BP if it's AIOZ? No, not Z, C. I don't know. There's probably a reason for it. I never heard of it. Probably a big company during this era. There's been a lot of big companies over the years that completely been forgotten about, like in the 40s and the 30s and the 20s and the 10s even. Like imagine back then, if in the 40s, there was this behemoth company that no one thought could be breached and no one thought could be surpassed, and then suddenly, nowadays it's nothing. Imagine, I wonder if it will be the same thing with like Google or whatever. Will they fall? Will there ever be a company that will be bigger than Google? That seems a bit like impossible these days. Oh, now I have a bit too many here, but let's see how long will this take until it's done? 29th of December, that's actually a bit too long. So we can start by making some more. So I will have convoys, at least one that will build convoys, just to have a passive progress of building convoys, right? And then there will be the Ark Royal class. And they will pile up over here in Rosif, in Luffian. And they will have quite a big production. And then we'll wait for the rest of the Amphion class to be done. And then we can switch that out as well. We actually do have really low manpower. So maybe we should change the manpower, or whatever, this one, to limited conscription at the very least. Alright, so now we have a bit more here, so we can make maybe some hurricanes. How about some more hurricanes? Oh, there was the free civilian factors. Oh yeah, that's right. That is right. Perhaps some raiders. No, we already had that. Oh, smart. And these free areas are really good. I mean, look at these. Oh, yay! Wonderful! King Edward abdicates. This is just amazing. Wait, who's the George VI here? Prime Minister Baldwin? Wait, Baldwin? Who's that? has made it quite clear that the dignity of the King Emperor will be impinged if he were to not marry not just a commoner, but also a divorce and... Oh yeah, it was American. Oh, now I remember. Yeah. I like that his name was Albert, but he had to change his name to King George. Well, I like that. I like Albert. Good job, Albert. And good job, Edward, falling in love with an American. This is exactly what Britain needed. Exactly what it needed. But I mean, maybe continue on with the rearmament by all means. Let's continue. Oh, there's a lot of things in Wales that we can redo. Is there anything? I just wonder. Is there anything here where we could conquer Ireland back? Because that seems like a nasty thing to do. We have all things like here with puppets and stuff against Netherlands and Belgium. You really have no plan on taking Ireland back? Because I mean that seems like something Britain would do. I mean if we're going for evil Britain, or nasty Britain, or aggressive Britain, then that is something that Britain would do. At least I think so. Taking back Ireland. Oh well, maybe for the matter of sending some help here. We do have some cavalry. Let's see how a cavalry brigade. It's not that great, but they can be used well. So cavalry, you along with some merry old whatever Britons will be transferred over to the Middle East. Because now we will try to go for Mediterranean Bastion and then secure Iraq. And for doing that we need more units over here. So let's go for Tel Aviv. And everyone else can kind of just try to get where they're supposed to be. We'll try to have some units in Kuwait City, including this fella. You will go to the canal and then be transferred over. And this cavalry, the cavalry brigade, and it's not even cavalry in it. Seriously? What the hell? Wait, oh, I changed him over. Oh, yeah, that was my fault. It's not the game's fault. It is my fault. I changed I changed what the division was supposed to be. So I don't have the ability to complain about it. That would be wrong. Wellington, I don't think... Wait, hell... Heavy fighters. I don't see the use of it at the moment. Perhaps they are useful. But I don't see the use for it yet. Okay, so that is finally done. So now we can improve our production here of Carrier 2. And then we can do Light Cruiser. There we go. And they can all gather in Lothian. Well, there's some destroyers in Rossif. They can go to Scapa Flow. I mean, is Scapa Flow still used as the British air... not air, but for the British Navy? Is Scapa Flow still the main British naval base? I wonder what would happen if Scotland went through with the referendum to leave the UK. What would happen to the naval base at Scapa Flow? Pretty sure they could work something out, but it's interesting to think about what could have happened. Ceylon Defense Force seems a bit unneeded, so I will change that over to an infantry division. Because now suddenly we do have a lot of weapons being produced. So we could reduce that and try to produce some more fighters over here. Improve production of that. And really get limited conscription next as soon as possible. There we go. They already are full strength as well. So we can send them over here as well to Kuwait City. And then we should secure some Air Force help. Here we have close air support. They can run over Palestine. Wait, is this all Palestine? No, it's Middle East. Oh yeah, is this really all of the Middle East? Like, could you cover all of the Middle East just by sending some airplanes up here? It seems unlikely. But I'm pretty sure we have some fighters over here as well. So they can go to the Middle East and act as air superiority. And do we have some tactical bomb? We even have some more close air support. And they can help out. So now we have some air support that is ready for the future invasion. Or the conquering of Iraq. Mechanical computing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. In pretty much every way. Well, let's go for improved machine tools to start with. We actually have quite nice research time. Export focus gives us -5%. Colonial elite -5%, and then 5% more from researchers. And oil, the only thing we need. I mean, Britain has a very interesting starting position. Spread out across pretty much the entire globe. Having to do million kind of things at the same time and not really being able to do anything really good except for the Navy and to some extent the Air Force as well. At least to start with a substantial amount of airplanes. 26 air wings and in total like 1,000 airplanes. 1,000 airplanes. That's not something to sneeze about. But now we have... Oh, that's sad. I thought it would be... Oh, I missed that. Okay, so all the preparation was in vain. It was for nothing. Or maybe not for nothing, but... Let's see, motorized army. So we can start using motorized divisions. I want to get some army experience one way or another. It's not like I can do like Germans and just send volunteers here, there and everywhere. Which is unfortunate. Small arms research time. I mean, we're going to do a lot of it, so maybe employ Enfield. Oh wait, I was going to do the volunteer thing, we're not. Well, crap. Next time, we'll have political power. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll have the political power and also the willingness to use it. And here we had the additional forces, but they can stay now in Tel Aviv. It's no big deal. Plus, they can also be extremely useful for when the war will break out. No real question about that. The question is though what to do with the cavalry units. We still have 2 divisions of it, and there are... Well, there's one over here, and where's the second one? Where is the second cavalry one? Is it Oh, it's over here. Yeah, I transferred it over. So these ones will be turned into some other thing. There's no point in making them tank brigades because, well, the tank brigade makes very little sense. And currently we're not producing any tanks. What is our tank production anyway? Maybe we should think about that. As I said, there's a million things that the British need to do. We have the Matilda tank and we have the Vickers tank. And until 1942, basically, there's nothing else but the Churchill. And the Churchill, when it comes to heavy, doesn't seem very well. But in medium tanks we have the Crusader, the Cromwell and the Comet. And then after all of this, Black Prince I never even heard of. And the Tortoise even less so. We have the Centurion, which sounds cool. But I mean, I've heard of the Crusader and the Cromwell, and I've heard pretty good things of them, so that seems like a good thing to start out with. For once, actually, we don't really need a resource gain efficiency. All we need is Iraq and Iran to reduce our dependency on oil. Let's see, where is the resources map mode? Well, Iraq has 32 oil, and Iran has a lot more, let's just say. So taking those, whenever that is possible, will be better. Will be much better. Let's see here, that's the golden square. Okay, so the golden square has that amount. What was the requirements for invasion again? More than 20% support for golden square. Well, that is pretty close. I mean, that's not too far away. They were almost at that. In fact, they had 20% support for the golden square. So all is needed is just a little bit more. Just a tiny smidgen of a little bit. Just a tiny fraction more. And maybe start researching Matildas. We are on our way there as well. We have the Royal Tank. Oh. Well, we can save that for another technology. The Singapore strategy will well, the whole Congo. Congo, I mean Hong Kong. But still, the whole Congo, sure, whatever. Protect Suez. I mean, here is where you have to kind of make decisions, right? Protect Suez, fortify Malta. Fortify Malta to begin with. We can do both. I wonder though how Britain will react to being communist or fascist. And that is still up for decision making, whichever one it will be. Communist or fascist? Will it be the Workers' Commonwealth? Or will it be, I suppose, the British Union of Fascism? We can make our own Grand Council of Fascism with its seat in, like, Oxford or something. Why is Oxford not hinted on the map? Shouldn't it be somewhere here? Or maybe here? I've also never been to United Kingdom, which is a shame. I should go there. Suddenly I've become a lot more, you know, pro Great Britain suddenly. Just overnight, really. Well, we're still only producing one a day, and we need to replace a lot of them. So, yeah, let's get started on fighter development. Plus, when the war breaks out with the German Reich and basically the continent, we will need a lot of fighters. Because we need to bomb them to the ground. Crush them like there's no tomorrow. Which makes me think that when it comes to time to decide the air doctrine, using operational integrity, right? Strategic destruction seems like a fun thing to do. Bombing factories day and night. It seems like a fun thing to go about. I mean, a fun way to go about things, is what I was trying to say. Amelia Earhart did not die. At least not yet. Isn't there, I think there's an event where she will join the United States as an ace or something like that. Or maybe this time they will join me, or she will join us. We have a light cruiser level 2 or rank 2 done. It's a shame though that you can't really upgrade them. Like I would love to upgrade them. There's actually 3,000 men aboard this ship. But if I wanted to upgrade them, could I do that? Because I want to. Like, it would be much better if, instead of having to build new ones and replace the entire fleet, each class, that you could just upgrade them to the next level. But I suppose it doesn't make too much sense, since it would be mostly incompatible with the other designs, and honestly it would probably be much more labor than just building new ones. Because if you build new ones, then you have the ability to have like... Wait! Oh, come on. Can't unite... Like, I want Italy or German Reich to influence this golden square thing. I want the golden squares to be more powerful. Can't I do something like set this up, like make it seem like they had to do something when they really didn't? So to curse Spain, I need to be Republican Spain. That's not gonna happen. Or will it? Maybe. Alright, so soon we have enough for another political change over here. And that will be to volunteer only, because we almost have no manpower at all. Almost have none. We should go somewhere here so we will get more national unity and stuff like that, but for that we need home defense, and for the time to have passed 31st of December, which will be soon. But now, for now, it will be limited conscription, and suddenly we have a lot more manpower to draw forces from, which means we can probably expand our reach here and try to train some Marines or whatever and get started. The Marines will all join up in Cardiff, And let's see the motorized division. We can change this after the fact, so perhaps we can start making some motorized stuff. And they will be, you know, whatever. In Sussex. No, Bristol. Let's go for Bristol. In Gloucestershire. Is it pronounced Gloucestershire, maybe? Perhaps? There we go. We actually sold two things. Like two birds in with one stone. We needed somewhere to place the military factory, and also this needed a military factory. That's smart. Perhaps we should lower this so we don't have to replace as many later on. Because right now we're going plus when it comes to weapons. So for now we can try to get rid of, like, upgrade everything like this and make all the motorized stuff that we need. And now we need even more oil. What we need is actually Iraq. Iraq is what we need. And Iraq needs us. And I can't unfortunately boost party popularity because that would take away from the Golden Square. So hopefully the Golden Square will get a little boost in popularity. It's a bit silly though how it's not fluctuating more. It's like, oh, it's just constant 20% popularity. So I hope, I'm pretty sure, I'm 99.99% sure that it will be a DLC in the game that will develop the political aspects of it and make it more deep, because at the moment it's kind of disappointing, let's just say. Kind of disappointing. So we will pick our air doctrine, it will be this one over here, and Japan has declared war. How cruel. How very cruel. Alright, and this one will be placed, let's develop some artillery and keep that up as to speed as well. Oh, so they gave up the Marco Polo Bridge incident, but they gave up, you know, these areas, Hebei, Shandong, and Beijing, but decided that becoming a puppet was a bit too much to ask. So they refused and said, screw you, we'll do what we want. You're not my real mom. Oh well. Oh, Protector says it's done. Yay. And still we cannot. End of Spanish Civil War, and Republican Spain actually won. So now we can coerce Spain. That sounds fun. Let's coerce Spain. Coerce Spain to be on our side. I'm pretty sure they will have something that will make sure that they do not join. Let's see. Can I invite to faction? Neither they nor we are at war. Wait, so if we're at war, then there will be a higher percentage? Usually it's the opposite. Oh yeah, they do have strategic reasons. They want Gibraltar. And I can't blame them, what a gorgeous piece of rock that is. Who wouldn't want a piece of Gibraltar? Well, I'm pretty sure someone will say, well, I don't. And who could I blame? It's 25th October 1937. And the United Kingdom is on a pretty good road. Fast track on awesomeness, I would say. I hope you agree, and I hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time.